What is going on, guys? Coach Jay here. We're going through 3 different stretches today for essential workers. As we all know, during this unprecedented time, due to COVID, doctors and nurses and people behind the scenes at desk jobs, working for hospitals and other offices, it can be really tough on their bodies, especially if they're working for long hours. So today, we're going through 3 different stretches to help you guys to release some achy or soreness in certain areas of your body. Before we start performing any exercise or stretches in this video, make sure to seek a healthcare practitioner first, just to be on the safe side. The point of this video is not to be a strict tutorial where it's end all be all that's going to solve everything. It's more for you to start a discussion and to understand a little bit more about your body on certain areas of where to stretch, and that might be a little bit helpful for you guys. So the first movement what we have here is called a diaphragmatic breathing exercise. So the diaphragm muscle is a very thin muscular tissue that's located just below the rib cage that connects all the way down to the lower stomach. And that helps us breathe in and out with a little bit of help with that muscle there. So oftentimes when we're not breathing properly, we're actually breathing through our chest as opposed to breathing in through our stomach. That can lead to a lot of stiffness and tightness in the upper region, in the chest, the traps, a little bit of the neck area and the upper back. So for this exercise here, what we're gonna have here is either a block or a chair that you're able to bring your knees up to 90 degrees, a flat surface that you can lie down on. So from here, just bring both your feet up nice and relaxed in this position. Okay, when we're starting in this position, try and relax, try and just breathe into the mat or the floor. Okay, so you're gonna place your right hand on top of your chest, left hand on top of the stomach. You're going to pay attention to where you're breathing. Are you breathing in through your stomach or are you breathing in through your chest? How you're able to tell the difference is if you're breathing in through your stomach, your left hand should rise up. Okay, if you feel your right hand, which is where your chest is, and you feel that rising up, that means you're a chest breather, so you breathe through a lot of chest, so that's why there might be some stiffness in that area. Experiment for about 2 minutes just to see how you're breathing. Once you're in tune of where you're breathing, okay, we're going to inhale through our nose and breathe in through our left hand. Okay, so make sure it rises up. So from here, inhale through your nose and exhale out through the mouth. As you exhale through the mouth, the right hand shouldn't rise up too much. Okay, so from here again, inhale through the lower stomach and exhale out through the mouth. Again, the right hand shouldn't relatively rise too much, okay? So from here, in this manner, this is a really great drill to help you guys really fine tune your breathing pattern. And again, for a lot of doctors and nurses and a lot of high stress jobs, breathing can actually help you mentally and physically bring you back down just to really relax the muscles. Oftentimes, if you're really high stress, a lot of the times the muscles get really, really stiff. So again, this is a really great exercise that you guys can incorporate. So I would do this probably about any 5 breath cycles in. So 5 breath in, 5 breath out through the mouth and in through the nose. So you guys can apply this at anywhere at home or at work or on your break. So give this a try. The second stretch, what we have here is the wrist flexors and the wrist extensors. So this is really great for all the people who are typing, doctors, nurses, and desk job people who are always on their computers, always typing. So oftentimes or not, when you're typing, the muscles around the wrist and your forearms, which are your extensors, these are your flexors and these are extensors on top, they can oftentimes be really stiff just because of overuse of typing a lot. So this stretch is going to be really great to help relieve any tensions in those areas. So the first one we have here is make sure to find a soft surface that you're able to go on all fours. So we're going to start off with our right hand first. So from here, we're going to stretch our wrist flexors. So the back side of our forearm. Okay. So from here, right arm, the wrist is going to face forward. Okay. So your fingers are going to be pointed towards you here. Okay. As you lean back a little bit more, you should start to feel a little bit of a stretch. Okay. So for those who have really, really tight wrists or have a lot of wrist issues, just make sure to not to go far too back. If you guys feel a lot of pain, the stretch should feel anywhere between like 6 to 8. It shouldn't be really painful, but you should feel a stretch on the forearm right here. Okay, so from here, you're gonna hold anywhere between 30 to 45 seconds. If it's too much, listen to your body and lower down the time. So from here, you're gonna incorporate the breathing here. So make sure, breathe in through your nose and exhale through the mouth. As you exhale through the mouth, you can kind of slowly ease back. You might feel a little bit more of a stretch. So you're gonna repeat the same thing with the left hand on the left side, exact same thing. So just like that, anywhere between 2 to 3 sets on here. Another variation is the wrist extensors. Okay, so these are the muscles that are responsible for flexing the wrist upwards. So from here, we're gonna start off the right hand again. So this time, the knuckles are going to be facing down, the fingers are going to be pointing towards you as well. This one might be a little bit more uncomfortable just because of the position of the wrist. So if anyone has any wrist issues in the past, make sure to, again, seek a healthcare practitioner before you do the stretch, okay? So from here, you're going to use your left hand as a stabling arm, okay, just to make sure you're not applying too much weight, okay? From here, as you kind of lean back, same thing, you should already feel a bit of a stretch onto the right side of your forearm, okay? This one might be a little bit more of a stretch, or might be a little bit more uncomfortable just because your wrist doesn't really go in this position much of the time. Okay? So from here, you can play around with the position of your forearm just by slowly twisting different angle. Okay? So this one again, I recommend anywhere between 15 to 20 seconds, okay? As long as you guys making sure there's no pain in any stretches, it's just more of a light sensation of the muscles being stretched. Okay, so this is really great for anyone who types a lot, especially for desk jobs and nurses and doctors who are on the computer most of the time. So the third and final stretch is called thread the needle pose. So some of the muscles here that are being stretched are your glutes, your calves, hamstrings, and your lower back muscles. So oftentimes or not, when nurses and doctors stand a lot for very long hours, your lower back can accumulate a lot of stress due to the demand of standing. So when your body stands for a very long time, your spine compresses over time. So that's why a lot of people have a lot of back issues or kind of general back stiffness. So this exercise is going to be great for those who are always on their feet for a very long time. So again, you're gonna lie onto your back. Okay, so how we're gonna start here is find a flat surface once again. Okay, so from here, you're gonna start with your left knee towards your body. So now the opposite leg with your right knee, you're going to bring it across. Okay. So from here, your right knee should be onto your left, your right leg should be on your left knee right here. So now from here, your right hand is going through between your legs, and your left hand here is going onto outside of your left leg here. Okay. So from this position here, this is thread the needle. So from here, you should feel a little bit of stretch on your hamstrings, a little bit of the glutes on the right side, and a little bit of the lower back. Okay, so from here, you're gonna hold generally between 30 seconds. Okay, generally 30 to 60 seconds while focusing on your breathing. Make sure to inhale through your nose and exhale through the mouth. Now, here's another variation or modification. If you guys aren't able to get in this position here, here's another way to do this. So from here, same thing, your left leg is going to be bringing up to your body. Now the right leg is going to bring over to the left knee. So both your hands are going to be here to support you. So you should generally feel a little bit of the stretch onto the right side. So whichever leg's on top, you should feel whichever side of that leg is. Okay, so from here, if you want to feel a little bit more of a stretch, use your hands and crawl up. Okay, at the same time, if you want, you can bring your legs in towards you. So now what you can do here is you can feel different angles of the stretch of that muscle. So if you want to feel a bit more on the outside here, you can kind of slowly bring it back in, just like that. Okay, so this is thread the needle pose. Again, this is going to be really great for those who are standing a lot, just for general lower back stiffness. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and found something useful to take away from this video. And we appreciate all the essential workers, from the nurses, the doctors, and the people who are behind the scenes working the desk job just to make sure that everyone is safe during this tough time. We appreciate you guys and thank you for your hard work. And if you guys haven't watched my other video on how to release some upper body tension or increase your mobility, here is the link to that video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like, comment, and share, and I would appreciate you guys if you do. and I'll see you guys on the next video.